Acquisitions news. Lux Health Tech Acquisition Corp. signs letter of intent for a business combination. BNK to the future to acquire crypto lender Salt in a bid to reshape crypto lending. Truist Insurance Holdings further enhances premium finance business with acquisition of Bank Direct. Capital Finance. Commerce Hub to acquire Channel Advisor for $23.10 per share. Yatra CEO says an India IPO will help finance future acquisitions. Scholastic acquires Learning Ovations, creator of a 2i literacy assessment and instructional system. Catchmark Timber Trust announces proxy advisory firms Glass Lewis and ISS recommend stockholders vote for proposed merger of Catchmark with PotlatchDeltic Corporation. Timken to acquire GGB Bearing Technology, expanding its engineered bearing portfolio with complementary products. Signify stock gains after CVS beats out Amazon. United Health to buy the home health company. Digital World acquisition stock tumbles amid deal delays with Trump Media, Truth Social. Rio Tinto and Turquoise Hill enter into definitive arrangement agreement for Rio Tinto to acquire full ownership of Turquoise Hill. Sitio is in advanced talks to acquire oil and gas rights firm Brigham Minerals. U.S. gas firm EQT nears deal to buy Appalachia producer, midstream assets. CVS buys home healthcare group Signify Health for $8 billion. CVS to buy Signify Health in an $8 billion deal. Bullish news. Neocor's demonstration plant begins testing process improvements and rare earth recovery operations. Zendesk outlines superior value provided by proposed transaction with consortium led by Hellman and Friedman and Permira. Hoth Therapeutics mRNA frame-shifting therapeutic, HT004, shows potential to reduce lung inflammation in asthma and allergy disorders. Forex yen skids past 142 per dollar. Sterling clings onto early gains. Volt Inu, Volt, listing on Gate.io while their marketing strategy continues to grow. Lomico announces initial assay results from its natural flake graphite exploration program at La Loutre, Quebec and intersects up to 14.43% graphitic carbon over 12.5 meters. Smile Direct Club introduces new retainer manufacturing technology. Juniper Capital and Boomtown announce the formation of North Peak Oil and Gas. Dentsu Group plans shift to a globally integrated leadership structure with one management team to accelerate growth. Sports Venture Holdings subsidiary approved for registration as an internet gaming operator with the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario. Veradigm PayApath ranks first in end-to-end revenue cycle management (RCM) software technology from Black Book Research. Tetra Pak highlights new milestones in latest sustainability report. GEM and Interplicity announce partnership to offer transformative leadership and team development programs. LANDSEA Homes closes on 136 acres of land for a new master-planned community called WILDERIA in Pinal County, Arizona. NICE Evidence Central to digitally transform evidence management for Yolo County District Attorneys. Office for Timelier Justice. Pet IQ, Inc. announces $30 million stock repurchase program. Post Holdings announces new share repurchase authorization of $300 million. Clip collaborates with Simon as small business booms. Texas Capital Bancshares, Inc. announces continued execution of its strategic transformation through the sale of its insurance premium finance business. Alaunos Therapeutics announces early clinical data showing objective clinical response using its TCR cell therapy. High interest rate and inflation challenges create financial stress for a segment of vulnerable Canadian borrowers. Trinseo announces new $200 million share repurchase program. Tetra Technologies, Inc. announces changes and addition to senior management. NETSCOUT provides end-to-end visibility across AWS Cloud One environments with Aruba Edge Connect. Enterprise SD-WAN platform. Telest's technology helps Telia Finland renew its video delivery platform. Halal economy thrives as product demand from Muslims and non-Muslim nations surges. ADT stock soars after WSJ report of more than $2 billion in investments from State Farm, Google. Imperial advances renewable diesel plans, awards hydrogen contract to Air Products. Discovery of bispecific antibodies and immune checkpoint inhibitors which kill glioblastoma and block the metastasis of malignant melanoma cells to the lung by over 90% announced by Ocean Biomedical and Aether Healthcare. Nasdaq. AEHA. Brown-Forman to purchase Gin-Mare brands. ADT draws more than $1.5 billion of new investments from State Farm, Google. Skeena announces multiple 21A West Zone expansions at Eskay Creek, including 48.48 grams TOEQ over 12.12 meters. Aegis selects Sapiens to automate and modernize its reinsurance processes. Illumina intends to appeal European Commission's decision in Grail deal. Illumina Grail deal blocked by EU's antitrust regulator. SES and Gilat extend global strategic cooperation with orders for GOVHTS and O3BM Power NGSO. Constellation. Dyne Therapeutics announces initiation of Phase 1 half-achieve clinical trial of Dyne-101 for the treatment of myotonic dystrophy type 1. CBRE leads $125 million VTS funding round, a bet on technology for return to office. CME Group proposes April 14, 2023 for fallbacks conversion of Eurodollar futures and options contracts. Dyne Therapeutics announces first patient dosed in Phase 1 half-deliver clinical trial of Dyne-251 for the treatment of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Alder Fuels and Enviva partner to further scale and commercialize sustainable aviation fuel supply chains. 5E Advanced Materials announces inclusion in the S&P/ASX 300 index. Glaukos announces more than 1 million IS-10 technologies implanted worldwide. Ironwood Pharmaceuticals reports positive top-line data from Phase 3 trial of LINZESS linaclotide in pediatric patients aged 6 to 17 with functional constipation. Micro Focus extends its application modernization cloud solutions to Google Cloud Marketplace. Boston Scientific receives FDA approval for expanded labeling of Watchman FLXL AAC device for dual antiplatelet therapy as post-procedural medication option. Cardinal Health announces governance enhancements and shareholder value creation initiatives. Liberty announces investment in Natron Energy. iCapital and Ares Wealth Management Solutions expand partnership. Emergent Biosolutions initiates Phase 1 study evaluating Lassa virus vaccine candidate. Oil royalty and mineral companies Sitio and Brigham to merge in $4 billion tie-up. Enpro announces agreement to sell GGB to Timken for $305 million. Tesla stock versus BYD stock. EV giant sets huge goal as sales soar, but stock keeps diving. Mankind successfully completes Phase 1 study of inhaled clofazimine. iQIYI further upgrades online film distribution model to increase revenue for film producers. Driving industry growth. Iveric Bio announces positive top-line data from Zimura GATHER2 Phase 3 clinical trial in geographic atrophy. Patterson-UT reports drilling activity for August 2022. Exclusive Shell. Exxon launch sale of major Dutch gas venture document. Credit Suisse sells offshore trust businesses. Bat study finds glow less toxic than cigarettes, but scientists stay skeptical of benefits. Leisure travel demand fuels Hyatt's rooms growth in Asia Pacific. SAP S/4HANA migrations roll out slowly in Germany. Analysis banned US AI chips in high demand at Chinese state institutes. Australia's central bank raises key rate to 7-year high, signals more to come. Asia coal price hits record as global hunt for fuel escalates. Teledyne E2V releases Optimum 2M. Turnkey MIPI optical modules for quick and easy development of vision systems. ConocoPhillips, JERA proposing to develop U.S. hydrogen gas plant. Insight inside Tesla's drive to keep Musk's battery promise. Gazprom starts producing LNG at plant near Nord Stream pipeline. Travis Kalanick quietly expands kitchen venture across Latin America. Moody's assigns P/2 to Zhao Investment, BVI, Limited's credit-enhanced guaranteed bonds. Honda forms partnership to secure supply of battery metals. Turquoise Hill enters into definitive agreements with Rio Tinto. Innovites and High-Rain Technologies deploy Innovites One across shipping ports in China. HSBC and Metro Bank join Britain's Stop Scams hotline. Clover's COVID-19 vaccine candidate demonstrates superior booster responses compared to inactivated vaccine. Grupo Aeroportuario del Pacifico reports in August 2022 a passenger traffic increase of 22.5%. Compared to 2019, increase of 24.9% compared to 2021. Bearish news. Dow Jones futures rise ahead of economic data. Oil prices erase surprise production cut gains. Update 1 Brazil orders Apple to suspend iPhone sales without charger. Brazil orders Apple to suspend iPhone sales without charger. Truist paying $3.40 BLN for Bank Direct Capital Finance. The insurance premium finance unit of Texas Capital Bank shares. Oil prices erase gains despite surprise OPEC Plus production cut. Dow Jones futures rise ahead of economic data. Oil prices fall despite surprise production cut. Dow Jones futures rise. Energy prices lower despite surprise OPEC Plus move. Russian news. Oil prices drop after bump from OPEC Plus agreement on small production cut. FedEx ground head faces contractor group's no confidence vote. Inflation cuts into pork profits as Tyson, Seaboard report hit to operating margins. FedEx stock falls after Citi recommends underweighting while overweighting rival UPS. Update 2 Illumina will have to divest Grail after EU blocks takeover. Bed Bath & Beyond falls 14% pre-market after CFO's death ruled a suicide. BXP completes disposition of 601 Massachusetts Avenue, NW in Washington, D.C. Bed Bath & Beyond stock trades sharply lower after death of CFO. Palo Alto stock split. Why it matters. Digital World shares slump on report shareholders haven't backed extension of Trump deal. Bed Bath & Beyond stock sharply lower as death of CFO Gustavo Arnal ruled suicide. Oil's OPEC Plus rally cools with China growth worries lingering. Natural gas prices slide amid Gazprom and Siemens Energy clash over Nord Stream 1 maintenance. Energy trade risks collapsing over margin calls of $1.5 trillion. CVS outbids Amazon. United Health with $8 billion Signify Health takeover. Oil prices cool as traders look beyond OPEC cut. Tech workers left hanging as e-commerce arm Shopee rescinds job offers. Russia may face a domestic energy crunch as production slows following EU's oil embargo. Natural gas cuts to Europe. UK leads Europe in card fraud loss reduction with £49 million drop in 2021. Sony's PlayStation architect to retire after decades at company. European stock futures largely unchanged. German factory orders drop. Peru's July copper output falls 6.6% after mines underperform. China says U.S. hacked aeronautics, space research university. POSCO says fire put out at Escoria steel plant. Production halted due to flooding. Financing news. Sitio Royalties and Brigham Minerals to combine in $4.8 billion all-stock. At-market merger. Forming a premier consolidator of oil and gas mineral and royalty interests. Hamilton Lane closes its largest ever private credit fund on more than $950 million. Mastech and IEA announce expiration of Hart-Scott-Rodino waiting period for their pending transaction. 3M announces final proration factor of 7.346065% for shares tendered in split-off exchange offer. HighPeak Energy, Inc. announces closing of $85 million private placement. Ferguson plc announces transaction in own shares. Earnings news. Green Builder Media announces 2022 Eco Leaders. CAMTEK receives multiple systems orders from Tier 1 customers mostly for delivery in 2023. CONAGRA Brands announces details of fiscal 2023 first quarter earnings release. Webcast and conference call. Kingsoft Cloud announces unaudited second quarter 2022 financial results. G1 Therapeutics to host virtual R&D Day on September 15, 2022. Accenture to host conference call Thursday, Sept. 22, to discuss fourth quarter and fiscal year 2022 results. GFLENVIRONMETNAL awarded NWRA 2022 Recycling Facility of the Year. MarketAxess announces monthly volume statistics for August 2022. The one-year underlying earnings growth at MKS Instruments, Nasdaq, MKSI, is promising, but the shareholders are still in the red over that time. Trip.com Group Limited to report second quarter and first half of 2022 financial results on September 21, 2022 U.S. time. TAL Education Group to hold annual general meeting on September 16, 2022. UMC reports sales for August 2022. Links to articles are below. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates.